Pepper says, are you ready to declutter some more craft supplies? I know I am. It is that time of the week again. It is time to declutter another section in this hoarded basement. And the past couple of weeks, we have been very busily working through the craft hoard. We've been decluttering, letting go, and labeling the bins so that we know what categories we have. And for today, we will continue to go through the bins that we haven't gone through yet. And we're starting to get towards the end.
Hello everyone! So as we are decluttering and going through the crafts, I'm just going to be sharing that this week I do feel a lot better. Over the weekend, we went to the shore. My sister's in town from Indiana, so we spent a little family time, and I definitely needed that because I feel a lot stronger and a lot better to record today. So I want to thank you all for loving me, giving me great messages, supporting that for summertime. I will be just posting on Fridays the decluttering videos in the basement. But I mean, again, I might feel inspired and have a little Tuesday video pop up here and there. But I'm just so thrilled to be looking forward to this summer and just really enjoying this season with my family and my friends and relaxing and recalibrating, because I was definitely feeling the emotions and the drainage of burnout. A lot of us, we kind of glorify being a workaholic and keeping ourselves busy. But I just want this to be a friendly reminder, but man, what a difference it is when you allow yourself that time to just rest and be and enjoy everything.
Now, everything that I'm going to put on the right of the screen, I'm keeping, and everything to the left of the screen, I'm letting go of. And for today, I really want to talk about something that I've always struggled with my hoarding disorder. And the only way that I can explain it is that I have always had trash guilt. That is the most eloquent way that I can explain that feeling and emotion that I have attached to the stuff. I would feel such extreme guilt if I threw something into the trash when it had so many infinite potential ways that I could reuse a certain item. This was very prevalent in the area of craft supplies, because with my creativity and my imagination, there has been many times that I have turned items that are complete trash that people have thrown onto their curb, and I recreated it into something new, whether it was usable, a gift, even jewelry like this. These are little glass tiles, and on the back of it, I used nail polish and scrap pieces of scrapbooking paper and made these little necklace pendants. And the emotion behind it was that I wore it like a badge of honor, that I could take random, everyday stuff that seemingly seemed like trash, keep it out of a landfill, and reuse it, recycle it, and somehow deep down inside feel like that I personally was helping to save the earth. Those were the strong fueled emotions behind keeping everything. And to someone who had PTSD that didn't process that trauma and struggled with low self-esteem from those experiences, you could see where being able to do this gave me self-worth, built up my confidence, almost gave me a purpose, because people were always so amazed by what I could do by turning these trash items into treasure. And innately, there was nothing really wrong with that. The problem is, with someone with hoarding disorder, we don't know how to identify the boundary of what is too much to hold on. What can we not save and release it to say that it's okay to let this go, and it's okay that we do have to put it in our trash can. We just never defined what those boundaries look like. So instead, our home, slowly but surely, became the landfill. And at this stage of my recovery, I had to learn to give myself grace and permission that it was okay if some of the items had to go into the trash can. I was doing my best to recycle, give things away, post it on my Facebook Townsgiving page, and I continued to do so to kind of ease that guilt because I really don't want to throw everything out if someone can use it or it can be recycled. The point that I really want to make that if you struggle with trash guilt, just as I do, I just want you to be gentle on yourself and give yourself permission that if it actually is physical trash, that it is okay to put it into the garbage can. We have been doing amazing by recycling, giving things to others, doing no spends so that we're not bringing new items into our homes that would eventually turn into trash and into a landfill. I don't want these emotions to prevent you from letting the items go so that we can continue to clean out our homes. With hoarding disorder, we will attach millions of stories as to why we feel the need to hold on to something. But I know that trash guilt is something that's felt pretty across the board for everyone who struggles with this mental disorder. So as you identify something as trash that needs to be put into the trash can, please release those emotions of guilt. It's okay. You used the item to the best of its ability. It's time to let it go. In so many other areas, we are resourceful and we're doing our part to save the earth. But sometimes some items do require to be tossed in the trash can, and that does not make you a bad person who's trying to hurt the planet. So give yourself grace and love as you continue to declutter in your home and make decisions based on what is best for you and your home.
Okay, everyone. So this right here is a huge leap of faith and victory because I am going to let go of the rest of the stuff that is in this bin from childhood, maybe, well, older childhood because 90s and stuff like that. And I'm letting it all go. And for me, that's huge because anything from the 80s and 90s and even some of the 2000s, like I can't even touch to let go of. I didn't care if it was like had mold growing on it or whatever. I just couldn't let it go. So be able to let go of this much stuff in one shot from the 90s, something very deep stronghold, is just really showing the healing journey manifesting itself because I don't feel regret or anxious letting this go. I feel like it's the right decision to make. And I just really wanted to point out this moment because this is really huge for me, especially in my recovering journey. I never thought I could get to this space, and we're here. So it just really shows the world that in our own timing, in our own baby steps, you can heal in your hoarding disorder and start to reverse the emotions that we attach to all the things.
And with that decision to let all of that stuff go, it's time to start reorganizing what we're keeping. This black bin is now going to be a glass mason jar bin, and all the other things we're going to be putting back into their labeled bins. By putting them in categories, I now know how much of each craft supply I have in that particular category, which prevents me from going to Hobby Lobby to buy more craft supplies because I can't find the item that I need because it is somewhere in the basement, lost in the abyss of stuff. And because I now know where I can find it, I will also use up that supply so that it doesn't dry out or past its expiration date, therefore forcing me to throw something into the trash. We're being resourceful with a boundary so that we can use up our craft supplies to make all the beautiful art projects that we imagine. Now, this pink lid has some funky dunky stuff on it. I don't know what it is, if it's mold or whatever, but we're just going to give this a quick clean down. And now I really want to show you this immense tossy pile. For me, it's just another huge victory. This is a lot of little craft supplies, and each little individual thing definitely counts, especially someone with hoarding disorder. This is a lot, and I'm really proud. This actually might be my biggest tossy pile of craft supplies yet, especially because it's stuff from the 90s. Now, of course, I'm going to recycle this as best as I can, but I'll also allow myself to throw some things into the trash can. And I can also say that we let go of half of the craft supplies we went through today because this bin is now empty. And with that, we decluttered another section of this hoarded basement. And you can really tell because this row is now kind of eliminated. We have the mason jar bin, but there was 3 bins here before. So after decluttering and labeling and putting things in, we've definitely gotten rid of at least 3 full bins of craft supplies. And some of these bins are only halfway full, so it's probably actually more that we've let go of. But I just want to be in this moment and celebrate it because we're almost done. Not much more to go. This is the only pile of craft supplies we have left. And my hope and my prayer is that this video motivated and encouraged you to declutter and clean and let something go in your home too.